Hello, how to walk? My dear, if you came to my podcast one more time. Well, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are having a nice week and I hope the next one is better. Right now, am in Mendoza. When you are listening to this, of course not now, I am not in Mendoza now, but by the time you hear it, I am going to be in Mendoza. I may be enjoying it, I don't know. I don't know what I would be doing at the moment I get up, honestly, but well, nothing like that. Tell you a little about what my life is going to be like on Sunday, because well, it's in Alardo, so with some friends in a very unexpected way, we decided to go on Mendoza, or here I am, but well, I'm going to see with a chapter of which it is the second part, that is, the second time it was an episode like this, which is called Mind to Advice and then an eyebrow. But this is going to be directed to the love section. Let's say why I saw. Why are you going to my Instagram? I left them a box of questions, in which I told them, tell me, what's happening to you like this? I'm not advice for the podcast, and most of them were comments from love, everyone, most of you asked me for advice regarding love as a couple, right? So I said, why not? Why not talk about this? Why not simply direct it towards love? So here I am, preparing mate, tea, coffee and enjoy. Well, let me clarify that all the advice that I am going to read is completely anonymous. In case anyone in the future feels like asking for advice, everything is 100% anonymous. Now yes, let's start. Number 1, something personal. My partner was interested in another person and we are in crisis. Any recommendations? Well, first comment that it is true that it depends a lot, that is, each relationship is a world. And I am probably going to mention this several times in the episode. Each relationship and each person that make up the relationships is a very different world. Let's say, there are couples who have agreements, which, for example, I am never going to attend. 2. I perhaps have agreements, as I couple other people, perhaps, well, since I'm in a relationship, I don't have a partner, no. But in my hypothetical case of life I would have one. I only had agreements that I know. For other people it has been very strange that they completely disagree, but well, question. I think it is completely normal for your partner to bring another person, that is, you are probably attracted to other people, your partners. Surely you are attracted to many people, no? No, if you have many people, but someone decided to bring you, let's say, it's like it's inevitable, no matter how much if it's a relationship. There are no more people in the world who have a pretty partner for you. I'm not talking about the neighbor, but I'm talking about it could be a famous reference, or if it can be a close agent of the circle, that is, no, or at least I think that not because you have a partner, let's say, certain people stop seeming pretty to you, that's not the question, but the question is what you do with those people that you think are pretty, that is, if someone comes and confronts you and you want to leave, well, that's aligning, then because you have a closed relationship, a new friend, the truth is. But if you are going to say, no, I have an obvious one, then that makes a difference. But well, questioned, like I didn't go to the point of what I wanted to tell you, but like if I were you I didn't know what to do, because I, sincerely, am a person, I don't like to admit it, but yes I am sincere, and it's like I think my partner is telling me. Because the thing is that I know that maybe, deep down my brain I know that another person may think it's cute, but I don't know, will it have I don't know? Who do you think is pretty? Who doesn't think she's pretty? Let's say, it's like I made an uncertainty that I, for example, personally, would not be interested in knowing. Oh, that wasn't going to be there. Also if my partner comes and tells me, if I think this person is cute, let's say that he grows up and kills you, as it makes me laugh. I don't know, I kind of think about it and say, if I were you. Obviously I don't think it's a reason to break up, but I do think that it depends a lot on the person. I do think that you can generate conflicts, because you tell me here they are also in a good moment of crisis, so well, yes, it may be happen. Ungwell, but my eldest recommendation is that you analyze the situation very objectively, let's say, take into account your feelings and your partner's feelings, but try first before to bring the feelings to the situation. Try to analyze it objectively. Let's say, well, my partner thinks another person is cute, it's good, it's bad, it changes something in the reaction, it directly affects something in the relationship, it's a person with whom I have insecurity, it's a person we've talked about at some point and then little by little you get involved. first you start with the objective situation and then you start getting involved with the feeling. That's right. Well, how much does this affect me out of a 10? It really affects me, or I'm just looking for Colombo. I don't think I'm looking for Colombo. But well, there are times that it's even happened to me that I'm super self-sabotaging and it's like, in reality, maybe, I argue with my partner, who doesn't exist. Well, speaking started, I argue with my partner, for example, and like, I look for Colombo, because, sorry, I touch the microphone all over, and it's like I'm looking for Colombo, because yes, it's not very good, but well, it's happened to me, right? That's nothing. My recommendation is that, first start with a somewhat objective point of view and then move on to a perhaps more objective point of view involving feelings and reach a final decision. Perhaps the final decision is that they are called talking for a while. Because you don't like to know, you also have to take into account and consider the feelings of the other person, that is, your partner. Think that he took the time to go and tell you what, let's say, he wasn't unfaithful to you, he told you, that's what at least, in some way he was sincere. I don't know how it happened, that he told you. I don't see that you found your message and that's why you're interested in what he thought, and well, no, but if he told you in a good way, or if he told you that if I so that you know, also keep in mind that sometimes the people in this glass your partner does not do it with bad intentions, or may not do it with bad intentions, then that is my recommendation. First, a more objective point of view, then involve your feelings and see what the final decision is about what you want to do. Also keep in mind how much weight this thing that happens to you has in the relationship. Let's say how much weight it has compared to the one that is a relationship of its year. I have a relationship of a year with this person that so much weight has the fact that he finds someone else cute. Well, think about it also that let's see if I'm not going to be with you. I think it's also kind of irrelevant that he finds someone else cute. Deep down I also understand that you can perhaps generate insecurity from that. What was that? But think that he is with you and that he loves you. I want to get really involved in the situation because I kind of resent him, but nothing like that. Think that I told you that he loves you to see beyond the physical, in a relationship, because a relationship is beyond the physical and at least, I don't know, you know that it is better than nothing. Okay, number 2. I feel very insecure with my boyfriend and what he did to me. They are more than anything, my insecurities. If I understand that if you feel insecure, it happens to me too. It has happened to me that I feel insecure about nothing, capable. The person gave me reasons to feel insecure and I feel insecure the same. But insecurities are thoughts, which are, let's say, pure your abuses in this type. If you think about it, today I wanted to talk guy, but well it didn't end up happening to me, right? But it wanted to be an episode to talk about comparisons, right? In general, comparing yourself and insecurities go quite hand in hand because in general an insecurity is formed by comparing. Not to say that in almost all situations, insecurities come from comparing. Generally it is always by comparison in 95% of the cases. So think about this. If you have an insecurity comparing yourself with someone else, think about it as absurd, which is comparing yourself. Like comparing yourself with another person, saying because this person already has this for you. I have this and it is something very absurd, if we think about it in an objective way, after saying what I do, comparing myself to what I do thinking, what I do spending time thinking about another person thinking about what that person was like, that is, no, comparison doesn't work. If it is now an internal problem of yours, let's say, you have insecurity that, what is me, he doesn't like you, he doesn't like that I'm a lot. Not because it's strange. For example, if you have insecurities of this type, they are things to work on and they are things to talk about as a couple. Remember that always in relationships, the most important thing is communication, even though well, Oseora could go and say that she looks at you, if it's your insecurity, like you didn't do anything, well, that's me, go ahead and don't be. Fix it on your own. Understand this type in Karagetigos, to fix your feeling. I mean, but it's not like that. It doesn't work like that at all. Let's say, I believe that. Even if it is an individual problem, like in this case that you say, it did nothing because I feel like that, always no matter how individual it is, I repeat, it seems to me that the best thing is to talk about it with your partner. It seems that the best thing is to say, well, I feel this way and as if together, while you talk about it, you try to make him as honest as you can, try to make him honest with what happens to you and tell him, look, I feel this way, I know how you didn't do anything. I'm not talking to you about this to fix something for you, but rather I feel like this. I need to talk about it with someone and I need someone to call me because I feel like this and see what can I do to stop feeling this way. Let's say, what factors do you find that help you stop feeling insecure? What things can you do to stop feeling insecure? Try to control your thoughts. That is, almost always when there is security, they come purely from the head, and the head is like the greatest enemy of the human being. So what I recommend to you is that every time a thought like that comes to you, half a day, it's not enough. I don't want this for my life. I don't want to feel this, more than it is a low feeling of security, let's say. Obviously it is not a nice feeling, so talking about it is not possible with your partner. 2. Controls your thoughts. 3. What you have to feel security about is, there is nothing. Probably there is nothing that objectively is a reason for security. 2. Bates. This is the person you are and do not change that for anything in the world, and starting from that essence that you have, let it flow. I will tell you that. I hope it helps you in nothing with anything to my directs. They are always open. I talk every day with one of mine that I like, but I don't know how to say it. I think that in these situations you have to get straight to the point, and for me, well, if you like your best friend, in this case you go, and when you tell her, I like you. It doesn't have to be a big declaration of love, and it doesn't have to be a huge text type. Sometimes it's easier than we think. Sometimes you don't have to revoke them any. Sometimes that is to say, look, I like you. I think that mine is going to be beautiful in the world and I like you. I want you to know it, and you have to keep in mind that there may be consequences. Let's say, you don't know how she feels. It can affect the friendship, but I say despite these possible consequences, I am always sure that you don't tell her anything. It's that you tell her your feelings, that you tell her what's happening to you, because there is nothing uglier than keeping your feelings to yourself. Let's say, it's very necessary, and also, it could become a very nice relationship. So he likes you, maybe he already likes you, I don't know, a lot of good things can happen. So I have been a lot of successes for you, and obviously yes I know. If I had to recommend your way of how he is, in person, if you want, you can buy him a cool, I have some flowers, and tell him, look, a voice even comes to me and I honestly like you a lot. So nothing, that's successes. Number 4. The boy with whom I'm involved in something, supposedly he doesn't want anything, but if I say that I'm alone it's bad for him. Oh God, men, I mean, they want it to be 100% theirs, but they, be free, just like that. Anyone, look, you say that you're alone. If it bothers you, tell him on the channel and tell him, look, supposedly you don't want anything with me, so if you don't want anything with me, I have a completely free way, therefore I'm alone. Daddy, you don't want anything, yes. You want something, we talk about it, and I may say that I'm not alone, but it can't be changed. They want everything, that is, they want to have you, and at the same time, they want no one to have you, and on top of that they say that they don't want anything, but it's not possible. All daddy, that is to say, really disillusioned guy, you can't do everything in life. If you don't want anything, well, sit back and want me to say that I'm alone. If you want something, well, that's another thing, it changes. There. Number 5. How do you know if it is for me and if I am for him or her? Among a parent, if I am really looking for a compliment in my life, he asked you, look for them, that it is really necessary to have a compliment in your life, and with a compliment for what we are speaking is a person. It seems very unnecessary to me to be searching. First of all, these things are not sought, people are not sought, people come. Well, you cannot force a situation that does not exist. You cannot go looking for a mind that is perfect for you, because it is not there. In addition to that, never live a person who is for you and that you are for him. That is why relationships perhaps involve so much sacrifice in quotes, because people have to adapt to the other person and take into account, realize that she likes us and that she doesn't like us as much as, obviously, them with us. Then you will never find someone who is for you, and you will never find someone who is for her. She will simply go to a person who will go to a person one day who will give you the world back, and fortunately you will also give the world back to her, and they will fall in love, and over time they will learn to manage the relationship, they will learn to make them perfect for each other, but you are not going to get out of it nothing to a person who is 100% for you, and vice versa. You don't have to look for it either, it will come alone. Don't look for love, guys. Don't perceive love, love finds you. No, you don't have to be behind it at all. Number 6. Why does almost something last longer than an ex? This is a short, simple answer, because the X was, the almost not something, because with the X you were never left with the doubt of what would have happened if, why did it happen? But with the almost something you will always be left with the doubt of what would have happened if we came to something, what would have happened if we were dating, what would have happened if I talked to her. But well, it is not good to stay thinking about what would have happened but to let go. If it didn't happen for a reason, it was number 7, I think. My girlfriend left me because she didn't want to be able to give me the same love and company that I gave her. Guys, when I told her this, I said that she is the stupidest listener in my life, like your boyfriend, he left you, because I don't think so. I mean, it's not even a statement, it's not even a type, because he doesn't give me the same love that I give him. I say because he thinks that you don't like him. No, to me it sounds like an excuse, I'll be honest, it sounds like an excuse to me, behind that there is something. It seems very impossible to me that someone would leave you because his head believes that he can't give him as much love as he gives him voice, that is, maybe you give him love in a way that you don't like to be given. Let's say maybe you love to give gifts to set an example and you don't like to receive them. So it's like he's never going to be able to give you the same love that you give him. It seems strange to me. I'm going to tell you that you investigate, that is, you investigate and find out at the same time. Find out a little about the background of the situation, like he was asking questions. He's strange, if I'm honest, in case there's nothing strange in the back. Well, that's me. A stupid guy must have missed a big woman for insecurities. I don't recommend you give it to my boyfriend. You still have highlights with him. I don't know if it's the same. Look, it doesn't seem too close to me. I mean, if she has a highlight and there are 2 of them, he appears, well, it doesn't seem so strange to me. I mean, it is strange, but it's not that strange. But if not, that is, if it's a highlight, it doesn't seem like it to me, strange. But you, I mean, you don't have to get your head around that. The exes of the boyfriends, let's say, her current boyfriends can be quite a pain in the ass in some cases, but let's say, there's nothing you have to make up your mind about. Let's say, if your boyfriend is with you, he calls you. If your boyfriend, you don't have highlights with her, I hope you don't have highlights with her, because if not, I hope he's your boyfriend, you don't have to spend time, pay attention to those things, but I'm really telling you, I mean, it's like he's wasting time on something that doesn't serve you, it doesn't work for you. They contribute then, let's say, you don't have to be thinking, well, because you have highlights with her, with him, sorry, or not, you don't have to go around thinking about whether you have highlights with him, that is, it's just not there. The fact that you don't look at her profile, don't follow them, nothing, I genuinely tell you, because it ruins you, I don't know if it ruins you, but it is, she carries these situations in the X, she has this very important house, so that's it, it will be 1, she won't be able to overcome bad things for her. But it is there, let's say, that it does not affect you more than it should affect you, which is 0, that is, your boyfriend's ex should not affect you, if he is with you, today. For a reason, I do not recommend that you admire the profile or being here to Danny, nothing, be yourself and take care of your relationship, which is what is truly important. Number 9, what do I do if I am in love with an Argentine woman? But I saw a Puerto Rico and look, if you are in love and if you genuinely believe that the distance is worth it, well, put it in, then. I told you the best thing in the world. If you think that distance can be an impediment, well, maybe I don't recommend that you have a relationship. I feel that, for example, I personally could never have a relationship at distance, then, as if it makes it possible for me to imagine myself in a situation in which to coexist from afar. It doesn't seem to me, but it does for you, both for you and for her. Obviously, the distance is not an impediment. If they can see you every relatively little, it is there. And we say, and lastly, that this text is super long, so that those who are looking at me there can see you. Me talking 24 or 7 with a boy 2 months ago. We see, I know. It's easy, we did some 400 messages a day. We have seen each other several times, but we always treat him as friends. On Friday we kissed and now we are like flirting, having fun and so on. The thing is that to read to him, I am talking to another boy, for rap, he put it. I never really had a romantic situation with. I know from the beginning if I did it with P, I know it's very me, basically everything, and P is average. He hasn't been stupid, but how can I tell him it's shin rap, but nice, blah blah blah. The thing is that before the kiss, we already had planned pay. I found a place, in variant 6 it is possible to Regal car, which 6 I saw very close about 25 minutes. dominating, and P lives from super far away, with a car. It would even take me like 2 hours, like ton. What do I do? Because I know it's very exclusive, but if I want to meet P, that is, we're already talking at the same time, what do I do? We haven't talked in our situation 6i, but I'm sure he would take it as some kind of betrayal if I go out with him. I mean, if he goes out with P, even if I talk to him, it's not toxic, it's just that, well, X, what do I do? I don't know if what I'm going to tell you is very good, I don't know if it's basically what I recommend the most, but I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to explain why I'm going to recommend this. I'm telling you, I went out with P, and to meet him. Well, see what's up. What do you think? If you like it, if you really like it, if it's a whim, like first analyze for me the situation with P, I'll tell you why, because I feel like I know, it's really worth it, that is, if you say that he is very you, like yes, you think that in personality he is more macho, and that with the other guy with P, like he is kind of strange, like it is only in P, it seems from what I see of the situation, it seems to me that in P you like him more physically and that he is, maybe he is a little uglier, but like he catches your attention more, his personality unlike P, who must be kind of boring, where he is type to say those guys are gym rat and don't drink alcohol, because they go to gyms, that is some stupid things for me, like I feel that with yes the situation is very good, but you have to rule out P, that is, you have to go out with P, to realize that maybe you don't like him, like you're going to have a treat, that it just seems nice to you, and to say well, I'll rule it out, I'll go with C, because if you talk to C, you kind of have the certainty that he's going to feel like a betrayal, which is to J, like in the end you are going to have to choose one of the two, if you decide to talk to C, that is, you are going to have to say well P, no, bye, or you were very left with P, and choose when you are not exclusive, with a person, type when you kissed 4 days ago, it was half a hand job, because what is this me? Type we are not exclusive, we gave each other a kiss, it's just that we rushed a lot of things, you understand where it is for me, I went out with both of them, totally, let's say, objectively they are not exclusive consents, it's like in theory nothing happens if you go out with P, it's not what I advise, I don't know if it's what I would do, but it seems like the smartest thing to do, it's understandable, let's say, P, you see what's up, you'll probably end up saying he's a pretty cool guy, I like him, because he's cute, you probably have idealized him, I'm going to tell you because I don't know how or even imagine the situation, maybe yes, maybe not, only P, you have him idealized, he is more like a friend, oh cool, but he connects a lot. So he discards P, I kind of went out with him to discard him, or and I'm not going with C, or it could be that if I end up liking you P, and you tell them about chimney, this sounding with someone else, I love you a lot, bye, well, this is my advice, please tell me after what you do, okay, because it gives me a lot of intrigue, I want to use more detail of the situations, so when I put on this mission, you are listening to this, okay, people, that's it for today's episode, I'll leave it here. Because nothing, I have to go more tremendous, if I'm honest, but that you liked this section, more guide to love, I love to see how much I like love, it fascinates me, post that I am passionate about, but well nothing, that, thank you very much for listening to me, if you give me my Instagram, which is arroba to get out of the melancholy, I also have my personal Instagram and that is arroba pilacanto prequel, and nothing, thank you very much for listening, for supporting me. If you gave me this far, share it if you want, and you can send me whenever you like, not only when to see the houses you ask, but when you like you can send me for advice, and I will probably answer it in a podcast. Thank you very much for